Hi everyone, it is time for my September empties. And as promised, I have a few more products than last month because last month I hardly finished anything, and although the box isn't full or anything this month, I still did better than last month. So I'm going to start with the samples because, they're small. So the first two things I finished are both from Dermalogica. These came in a tiny little twin pack which looks so cute, which is basically why I bought it. And the first one is a multivitamin hand and nail treatment, and the other one is a face moisturizer. So we'll start with the hand treatment. As some of you may know, I have dermatitis on my hands, which means that I try a lot of hand creams. And this one felt really nice when I applied it initially, and it didn't leave much excess oil at all, which is really nice because when you're trying to touch things immediately after you've applied hand cream, it can be really tricky if your hand's really oily, like if you're trying to open door handles, like especially the turn ones, because your hands are slippery and it won't turn, which means you can be stuck in a room. That's happened before. I don't think my hands appreciated me using this, honestly. They did break out a little bit when I started using this, so I'm glad it was just a sample size because I wouldn't have wanted to put my hands through that for too much longer, and I will not be repurchasing this. Now the face moisturizer, again, it felt really nice to apply, and it didn't leave oily excess. And it does say that this is recommended for skin with excess oil production, which I don't have. My skin is the opposite. I have dry skin on my face, so this is probably not intended for people like me. But it did feel nice, and my skin didn't feel particularly dry. The only thing I'm going to say about this, which also applies to the hand cream as well, they both say that they contain no artificial fragrance or colour. Fragrance, okay, it might not be an artificial fragrance, but there is a fragrance and it smells yuck. Like, I really hated the smell of this. It wasn't too bad on my hands because they're kind of away from my nose, but when I put this on my face and it was all around my nose, I could just smell it and it was pretty disgusting. Even my husband commented, he was like, "You smell really bad," and I was like, "Yeah, it's my face cream, I'm sorry." So I won't be repurchasing either of these two. The other sample that I used is this NARS primer. This is the Pro Prime Pore Refining Primer. I got one use out of this, which is, I guess, what you're supposed to get out of it. I don't really know about pore refining, but because the foundation that I used on this day made my pores look quite big, but I think that was the foundation, not the primer. The primer itself felt nice. It felt like it evened my skin tone quite a bit. And I would consider buying this if it wasn't so expensive. Next, I used up these makeup wipes. These are from Garnier, and these are gentle makeup remover wipes, and these are for dry skin. They have 2 doses of cleansing milk and rose extract, and this is supposed to like almost moisturize your skin while you're doing it, because a lot of makeup removers leave your skin feeling really dry and tight afterwards. And I can vouch for this. My skin felt nice after I used this. I still used my moisturizer after these, but I didn't feel like I had to rush because my skin felt so horrible and tight. It did feel fine after this. It was gentle. It was fine to use these around my eyes because it was nice and gentle. It didn't sting or anything, and it did a pretty good job at removing my makeup. So it's definitely possible that I might repurchase these in the future. I used up a bottle of nail polish this month. This is Pam's nail polish remover, and this is supposed to strengthen and nourish your nails. I've had this for probably about 5 years now, and this, seriously, it lasted forever. I even spilt a whole bunch of it at one point. Honestly, this is such a huge bottle. It lasted such a long time. It removes nail polish. It smells bad like every other nail polish remover, but it does the job. The one that I have now, actually, which is not this one, it's a cheaper one, and it actually removes my nail polish faster. So I prefer the new one, but this was good too. Next, I have 2 Natio products. You've probably seen these before in an earlier video. These would have been in my birthday haul, as well as my evening skincare routine, and possibly in a favourites at some point. The first one is the Natio Micellar Cleansing Water, and this is a soothing cleanser and makeup remover for all skin types. and I loved this. I didn't actually use it to remove my makeup. I had a separate makeup remover for that. This just felt really refreshing to use, and I love the Nature products. They're all like natural and they feel nice and they're great for sensitive skin. And the second one that I used up is the toner. This is the Rosewater and Chamomile Gentle Skin Toner, and this is a slightly bigger bottle than the micellar water, as you can see. The micellar water is 200 mils and the toner is 250 mils. But they both lasted a really long time, probably May, June, July, August. They lasted like 4 months. And this smelled amazing. I really love the smell of this. I just did. And because it's a gentle skin toner, again, this is really good for sensitive skin and dry skin and all those good things. And I highly recommend the Nature skincare range. Next is a moisturizer, and this is my Neutrogena oil-free facial moisturizer with SPF 15. I love that this has SPF because it means that you don't need to worry about whether or not your foundation has SPF. You know, once you put this on, you're good to go for the day. I really liked this. I don't really know what to say about it. This lasted me a really long time. I've had this since January, I believe. Yeah, so this lasted me 8 months. That's amazing. Like, you wouldn't even need 2 of these in a year. And it's really cheap. Neutrogena is a very affordable brand. I think this was something like 15 New Zealand dollars, which if you're in the UK, that would be like $8. And the last thing in my September empties is a mouthwash, and this is the Savicol Antiseptic Mouth and Throat Rinse in Fresh Mint. They do have 2 flavours. The blue one, which is this one, is the Fresh Mint, and there's also a green one which is just standard mint. I highly recommend this. This is the best mouthwash that I've ever tried. I've gone through probably like 10 bottles of these so far. I've only been using them for maybe a year. Your mouth just feels so clean when you use this. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the products that I used up this month. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Neutrogena oil-free moisture and